Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Chaos.Actual again here with Frugal Prepping. This is going to be the dinner episode, or recipe 3. So this one I'm going to do, it's one I made up, and it's really good. I was basically, I played this game where I'm like, okay, I have these ingredients. How can I make something, or what can I do with it? That's how I kind of got to my gourmet ramen thing. And this is kind of a close to that, but not. And this is, once again, dirt cheap-ish. Compared to how much you pay at a restaurant for something like this. So it's kind of my take on like a goulash or like a beef and noodles. It's not the spicy one. You can add jalapeno serranos, whatever you want to, and it'll be like an Asian spicy beef and noodles or Mongolian beef and noodles, whatever. So I'm calling this is beef mushroom. Sorry, I wrote down the name of the recipe. It's stupid how I wrote it down. Beef with the mushroom and onion gravy over noodles. Basically is what it is. And so we're going to use either a beef roast or a thin cut steak, because like Safeway's got, they do buy one, get one free and thinly cut steaks. Now I would sear it really hot, really quick with some seasonings, some basically salt and pepper is all I'm going to do. Or I'm going to do beef roast and I'm going to cut it up in little tiny diced chunks, salt, pepper, and I might add a little flour, like roll them in flour and get like a little golden brown crust on it. Delicious. So I'm going to do that. If they're the thick cut ones, I'm only going to do like a medium rare on them, just to sear all the sides, and then we're done. They're probably kind of more well done anyways. So we're going to do all that, and then we're going to add in a separate pan, onion. Well, you can do it in the same pan, but you'd have to sear the steak. So you just do mushrooms and onions in a separate one. Sear that in your pan, or get them so that the onions are opaque and the mushrooms have a nice coating and a little searing on them, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to add a beef stock, or we're going to add we're going to mix up bouillon in a separate thing. We're going to mix it in there in that same pan that we just did the mushrooms and onions in. You could take the beef out and then make it in there so you keep all the flavor in one pan. Actually, that's probably a better idea. So once all that's cooked, we'll keep the onions and mushrooms in there. Then we're going to add our stock or our broth in there, and we're going to bring it back up to a boil. Then we're going to take some more stock. So we set a little, like, maybe a quarter cup or something of stock, because I'm using a half a quart in this recipe, so about a quarter cup in a separate thing. And then we're going to mix that quarter cup of flour that we've got in there, and we're going to mix that in, and we're going to pour it into that stock and make a gravy in the pan, like you would do with Thanksgiving, etc. We're going to do a sauce gravy, or a pan gravy, sorry. And then at the same time, we'll start boiling our white egg noodles. And they don't take long. I think it's like 3 minutes for those to cook. And so then when we're done with that, we're going to pour them out, drain them, put it back in the pan with some butter, and just mix the butter around. So, and like I said, now we've got your beef set aside, your onion and mushroom gravy's done, and you're going to pour that. You put your beef on the white egg noodles on the plate, and then you're going to pour this gravy over the top of that. And you can do another side to that. This is just a one dish thing, right? You can do whatever you else want with it. You can add other different seasonings. If you don't like onions, fine, take them out. If you don't eat mushrooms, fine, take them out. Whatever you want to do. It's pretty universal, but the point is it's meant to be easy. So now here's a cost on that. So right now, November 2020, on the local advertisement, they had buy one get one free thinly sliced steaks, and they had beef roast, 2 different beef roasts for $2.97. So there's 2 cuts to use from. Well, 3 cuts, because one was a bottom round steak or something like that was thin cut. So $2.97. We're only going to be using about a pound, maybe 2 pounds of beef roast, depending on how heavy you want this. I'd only probably use about a pound. And then we've got 1 mushroom or 1 onion, 60 cents. You could even do probably half an onion if you wanted to. And then we're going to grab a pack of mushrooms, and we're only going to use about a quarter of them. We're just trying to get the mushroom flavor in the gravy. We're not trying to eat mushrooms with ranch or anything like that. We just want the flavor of the mushrooms. And you can mix and match that with whatever you want. You want some oyster mushrooms, you want some shiitakes, you want some morels, whatever you want to do, you can mix that up too. And then the white egg noodles, a big pack of them's $1. So you can do the whole thing, you can do the half thing, depending on how many people you're feeding. And then for the gravy, the quarter cup of flour, you can always use cornstarch or tapioca, or not tapioca, arrowroot powder. But that was, quarter cup of that, and beef stock, a half quart. So we're at $2.97. The beef roast, onion 60 cents. Mushrooms about 75 cents, white egg noodles $1, flour 18 cents, and beef stock right now it's on sale for $1 for a quart, so we're doing half quart. So that comes up to $6 total if we just do a pound. That's $1.50 per person. How cool is that? How cool is that? So I really I like what we're doing here, and I think it's gonna be cool. I think I'm gonna keep doing this because I like figuring out these recipes on things that I already do, but also making it so that everybody can make it in their home. They need a couple of pots, a couple of ingredients. It's really simple. There's nothing fancy about it, and they're delicious. They're tasty. Yeah, yeah. I'm loving this already. So if you can, please share this. Hit the like, subscribe button. Yeah, just let's get the word out. Let's get everybody ready for what's coming next, so we can get ready now, and we'll be good. Anyways, with that, I'm going to move on to the next day, the breakfast for the next day. With that, I'll see you guys later. Thank you.